What's going on, guys? It is your boy
Dumzo Danino.
and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. Today we are playing SLY 2. I know there's something that goes after it. I just don't fucking know, and I know I didn't. Damn it, I'm already starting off really bad. Hold up, let me see. How the fuck do I edit the... Oh, it's right here. Okay, hold up. We're playing SLY 2, but I want the official name. Hold up, guys. SLY. There you go. SLY 2, the Band of Thieves for the PS2. What's going on, guys? Today is January 12th, 2026. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Yeah, guys, like I did say, it is a brand new Let's Play. So that being said, if this is your first time here to Dumzo Danino, please welcome. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it if you guys did so. But yeah, guys, in all honesty, and if you've seen any of my other Let's Plays, you guys know that at the very beginning, I'd like to start with some sort of an intro so you guys can get to know me on a little bit more personal level, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Do forgive me, though, because I've been meaning to update my intros, but I haven't had enough time to actually do it. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna get right into it, and yeah, just so we can get this playthrough started, because it is a little late right now at the time that I'm starting. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, it doesn't even matter to you, but to me, since I'm obviously playing this stuff live, it is a little late for me, so I don't really want to take up too much time. But these intros do get a little long. I will, like I said, update my intros, that way I can condense them a little bit more, and I could actually give you guys the main stuff of what I want you guys to know. So but yeah, guys, again, if this is your first time here, welcome again. Please do like, comment, subscribe. YouTube and Twitch, Dumzo Danino. I also have a podcast called Happy Hour Hangouts. You can also check that out on YouTube and Twitch, and that one is also on TikTok, Spotify, and Instagram. So if you're curious about the podcast, go ahead and check it out. It's linked in my channel as well. Just a chill podcast where I, you know, basically talk shit with some of my family and friends and all that good stuff. The very last podcast I actually did was a Pokemon rip that I had collaborated with Tough Times TCG. Shout out to them. One of the co-hosts of that, or the co-partner, whatever you want to call it. It's actually my cousin Martin, so shout out to him. But yeah, guys, like I said, the name is Dumzo Danino. The actual name of which I go by is Gonzo, but I honestly don't care. Dumzo Danino, Gonzo, whatever, doesn't really matter to me. As far as the name goes, I'm sure you guys like, how the fuck did you come up with that? So the name Dumzo Danino is stemmed from Dumzo, and Dumzo stems from a plethora of nicknames that my friend Vince had given me. Shout out to him. Actually, he's really into Sly Cooper and all these games, so hopefully he can come across this video, and if he does, they shout out to you, man. But he is one of the people that give me all these crazy nicknames that rhymes with Gonzo, and one of them just so happens to be Dumzo. There's a plethora of them. If I could remember, I'd tell you guys them all. But he comes up with a new one every day. As long as it rhymes with Gonzo, he'll call me that. And then they started, him and a couple of other my friends would call me Dumzo, because there's a good period of my time where I do a lot of dumb shit. So they would call me Dumzo. And then for whatever reason, somebody started slapping Danino at the end. And I know that there is a famous Twitch streamer, I believe, or a YouTuber, that his last name is Danino. And I am not in any way, shape, or form related to him or associated to him. And the name is not a knock on him. You know, I know it does sound a little like, oh, that's kind of like fucked up, Dumzo Danino. You know, you're taking shots at him. No, I'm not. It's just kind of my own thing. So if you ever come across this, man, trust me, no harm. It's just a random ass name that I got. But that's where that name comes from. And as far as Dumzo Danino and the platform itself, it's just basically, you know, a guy like me that's just trying to chase a dream of making some sort of a gaming channel and streaming games that I like to play and things like that. So if you've noticed, or if you do or don't know, but the Dumzo Danino channel is just it's a bunch of let's plays. It's not just like online gameplay and stuff like that. And respectfully, so I'm not really into that online gaming stuff. I'm grew up during the era where developers actually cared about the story, and that's kind of where I'm get my background from. And I personally prefer games that are tiered towards the audience and like the story mode aspect instead of just like endless online gaming. And I know that that's where obviously the money's at and the popularity's at, but me personally, I'm not super big into that. And a reason being, and I've said this so many times on my channel, microtransactions and those in-game transactions have ruined gaming in general. Not so much with revenue and making money, because obviously the developers, they make way more money off of this. But I think it just ruined gaming as a whole, especially the my background and were what I grew up playing, right? Because my childhood, whenever I was playing games, has just always been story-based games. You'd get a new game here, a new game there. You know, you would have like a library of cool video games, you know, growing up. But now it's like we're already approaching the 10-year anniversary of basically the culprit, which is Fortnite. Dude, they've been on top for like the past 10 years, and a lot of like younger generations of kids, like family friends, I'll tell them like, oh, what game are you guys playing? Oh, we're playing Fortnite. And I'm just like, bro, like you've been playing fucking Fortnite your entire childhood, since you were a first or second grader, and now you're a middle schooler. Like, what the fuck? You know, when I was in the early stages of grade school, that's whenever GTA 3 came out. When I was in middle school, I think The Lost and Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony had just finished coming out for the Grand Theft Auto 4 extension. So that should tell you how much games in between there was of that timeline. And now kids aren't able to, they don't have that kind of exposure to games anymore. And it's like, to each their own, man. If you love playing Fortnite, if you love playing all these other battle royale games, then I have nothing to say about that. But me, don't touch that shit at all. So again, Dumzo to Nino just primarily let's plays, and it's solely games that I want to play, right? And as of recently, I've been playing a lot of OG classics from the PS2 because those are the games that I wanted to play. And I've been getting a lot of good feedback in the regards of like, damn, man, these games are so nostalgic. Like, dude, what the heck? Like, this is crazy. Thank you for putting out this stuff. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just playing games that I've played heavily as a kid, or games that I've never played as a kid. And SLY 2 is actually one of them. Matter of fact, the first time I ever played SLY 2 was a SLY 2 demo on the Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal game. And that's the only way that I was able to play it. And I've always wanted to play it, just never really pursued the game. And now I'm just like, I've just completed Jack. I've completed all the Ratchet and Clank series. And now I'm over here doing Sly Cooper, and I intend to beat the entire series as well. And that's another thing of my gaming style, guys, is like I like to play the entire series of a game whenever I play one. So I did Ratchet and Clank last year in June, and it took me a good chunk of 2025 to complete. And then at the end of 2025, which was last month, I completed the Jack series, which was Jack 1, 2, and 3. And now the start of this year, I'm doing Sly, and I'm going to do Sly 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And I think the fourth one is for the PS3, which obviously I've never played. I haven't even played Sly 1 through 3. But at the end of it, guys, I'm really happy. I really enjoyed Sly 1. Obviously, you know, it was the first one in the series, and I'm anticipating that in Sly 2, a lot of the things that I didn't like, or quote unquote the community didn't like, they fixed in this game. But yeah, guys, that pretty much just sums up like Dumzo to Nino and what I do. Now, to get into like a little bit more personal about me and who I am. So one thing that I always like to share with my audience and the public is I was born and raised in the 559. If you don't know where that is, it's like in the Central Valley of California. And if you want to see where that's at in a map, you pull up a map of California, you locate the Bay Area, and you locate the greater LA area. All that big ass green valley that you see in the middle, that's the Central Valley. And that's basically where I'm from. But more specifically, in the heart of it, which is in the 559. Just north of us, you have the 209 Stockton area and all of that stuff. And just south of us, you have 661, which is all of Bakersfield areas, right? But we sit right in the middle. And the biggest city that we have over here is Fresno. And I actually went to Fresno State. I'm a Fresno State alumni. Shout out the Bulldogs. But yeah, I 559 guys, born and raised. More specifically, I was born and raised in Porterville, California. So if you guys know where that's at, shout out to you guys. Big shout out to Porterville. Never forget your roots and where you're from. And I guess the only thing that's relative to what's going on with the 559 is I think last month we had Aiden Ross pull up to Visalia, which is I think 40 minutes away from Porterville. So that's it was cool to see that. I have my own personal opinions. I'm not going to go ahead and dish them out on here. If you guys are curious, ask me in the comments. I don't care. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, that's one thing that's super cool that the 559 here, even closer here in Visalia, that we had. So shout out for Aiden Ross for doing that. I really appreciate that. I obviously don't know if he's gonna do it again. I haven't drank water all fucking day. That tasted so good. But yeah, guys, me, Gonzo, Dumzo Danino, 559, born and raised, shout out. Another random fact that I also like to tell all of my audience is that I am a type 1 diabetic, and I try not to go super in depth with it, but it's just basically an autoimmune disease where your immune system attacks your pancreas and then it basically destroys it. So hypothetically speaking, I have a dead organ in my body, which is my pancreas. It doesn't produce insulin, so I have to take insulin shots and all that. But I'm very thankful because as of late, they've actually created really, really good diabetic technology to help manage it a lot easier. The one of the biggest groundbreaking ones that I've seen, well, they've had since I was a kid, was an insulin pump. But now they combine that with the arm patch, which is a CGM. And that reads your blood sugar and it tells your pump if your blood sugar is too high, send me insulin, or if it's too low, you cut off the insulin, right? So it's been really, really good to say the least, and I am ultimately thankful for the doctors and the scientists that put that stuff together. And another random thing too is like I've always if this stuff were to ever get big, like this whole YouTube stuff, I would not mind being like a poster child or the front runner for diabetes awareness. I would happily take that throne, and I would happily contribute because a community that's always given back to me, and quite frankly so has made life possible for me. Not even to get on the deep side, but in all honesty, like if it wasn't for diabetes advancements, I'd be dead. But for a community that's given back so much to like me as an individual, like I definitely give as much back as I can to that community, and hopefully one day I could do that, and be an inspiration for other type 1 diabetics, and to also let them know like, hey man, don't discourage yourself with these diabetic shits. Like it's just a new way of life that you're gonna have to adapt to, and trust me man, everything will be okay. Just make sure that you take care of yourself first and foremost, and you're responsible when it comes to your health, and you are gonna be granted a very long and prosperous life. But yeah, guys, like I said, that's another random fact about me, is that I'm a type 1 diabetic. Now we'll go to a little bit more fun stuff. So my favorite sports, favorite sports teams. That's the last part that I didn't read. So as far as ball sports, guys, I would say that I'm LA across the board. Doesn't matter, as long as it's LA, I'm there. So LA Rams, as you guys clearly see, I'm wearing my what is this called? The fucking what is it called? I forget what the fuck these type of sweaters are called. Anyways, windbreaker. I had a huge blank right now, but yeah, I'm wearing my LA Rams windbreaker, and then I have LA Rams right here because right now the Rams are in the playoffs, and shout out to the Rams because they actually beat the Panthers. It was a very ugly game, man, but hey, a dub is a dub in the playoffs. And the regular season, you could probably give it, take, whatever, but a dub is a dub in the playoffs, and that only grants us one spot closer to the Super Bowl, which is obviously what we're going for. But shout out to the Rams, man. They are, in my opinion, still the number one team in the NFL. I know the Seahawks have it the biggest chance right now, or in the odds that they're favored in winning the Super Bowl. But I mean, hey, we'll see. We're down to the last 8 teams, which is very, very exciting. And now the Rams will be playing the Chicago Bears at Chicago, which is going to be a very tough game for the Rams because we're not used to that kind of weather. And I think they're anticipating sub 19 degree weather in Chicago, which is ridiculous. I mean, personally, I'd be happy to see us move on to the NFC Championship game. And if we lose the NFC Championship game, I'll be happy there. But I don't want to see us lose just yet. But yeah, that's football. Basketball, I like the Lakers. Baseball, I like the Dodgers. Shout out to the Dodgers. They actually won the World Series. And as of lately, I received a gift, and I got an LA Kings, the hockey jersey. So I guess I'm a Kings fan now. But I'm telling you guys, anything that's LA related, I really those are my teams. I like to have all my teams out of one particular city because they all have each other's backs. When the Dodgers went on to the World Series, the Rams gave them a shout out. The Lakers gave them a shout out. Whenever they won the World Series, they invite their players to those games in LA, and they're just like they're just all united. You know what I mean? And I think that's really cool. I'd much rather have it that way than for me to go for like another random team elsewhere, and they just turn out to be like fucking rivals because they're different from different cities and shit like that. But yeah, as far as like my favorite sport, I would definitely say UFC. UFC is my all-time favorite sport. That is one sport that if you want to like really chop it up with me, I could actually tell you a lot of good things about the UFC. So let's get into a little bit more of the actual gaming stuff, the gaming questionnaires here. So my favorite game all time, no debate in my opinion, is GTA San Andreas. And I'm heavily biased because that's basically the era that which I grew up in. And I was one of those kids that had GTA San Andreas growing up. And yeah, man, to me, that's always been my favorite game. I put in so many hours into that. And that game during that time was just like iconic. It was like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be considered a classic if not already. But yeah, that game is fucking crazy. Like, for that game to come out at that time, like that's exactly what gaming needed, and I really enjoyed GTA San Andreas. My favorite game genre of all time is definitely an open world. Obviously, if I like San Andreas, open world or an RPG type, either or. I really like whenever you get the blank canvas and you're able to do whatever you want. But on the flip side, I also like RPGs where like it's a very, very long, intense story, but you're able to build your characters throughout the whole thing, and then at the very end, fight the final boss with what you were able to produce. First console I ever owned was the Sega Genesis, and the very first game I ever played was Sonic 2, of which I have covered on this channel as a long play. So if you guys are curious about that, go and check out the library of all the games that I've done. Go watch another random one that I've played, you know, it doesn't matter. But Sonic 2 is the first game that I ever played. Yeah, man, that game, whenever I did the long play, I brought back a lot of crazy memories. My gaming style, I'm definitely a completionist, and it kind of showed in the SLY 1 playthrough, because I just like to explore everything and I like to get everything as long as it's accessible. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, I'm going to 100% this game, but you guys will notice that, like how in SLY 1, if there's bottles that I could collect to get like a power up, I'm going to get those bottles. And that's exactly what I did in the first one. I got all the vaults and shit like that. And not really that I was aiming for that, but the game gave me reason to do it. And the reason was all the power-ups that I was getting, of which really helped throughout the game. So you guys might see that a little bit. I really try my hardest to tone it down when I'm playing here on Twitch because I don't want to bore you guys with the amount of shit that I'm doing. You guys don't want to see me try to collect everything. You know, you guys, I just try to get you guys like what's needed, right? But sometimes you guys will see me get some stuff. So okay, so that pretty much does it, guys, for the intro. What are we at? Damn, 20 minutes. See what I mean? See what I fucking mean, guys? But yeah, like I said, that pretty much does it for the intro, guys. I mean, what are your guys' favorite games, right? Like, you know, let me know, you guys, let me know down in the comments if there's what favorite games you guys like all time. or what was your first or favorite console too. So yeah, just let me know down in the comments, chat me up, and also to make sure to follow me on Twitch, notification bells, all that good stuff, so you can come chat me up. I know there's nobody in the comments or in the chat right now, which is good. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing whenever I do these intros because I don't get distracted, but it's also it's a bad thing in the regards of like, well, there's nobody there. The thing though is, in all honesty, guys, it's really, really late where I'm from right now, but I always stick to my guns and I always hold myself accountable to try to give some sort of part. And I mean, I wasn't gonna not stream on my Monday stream, so that's why I'm here and putting in the work by all means. So yeah, what else? Oh yeah, that's some fucking good ass water right there. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. So so guys, about this game, SLY 2, I kind of already broke it down a little bit. I've honestly never played this game entirely, and I haven't played any of the SLY games at all besides SLY 1 now because I just beat it. Of which, if you want to check it out, go check it out on the channel. It's all there. But SLY 2 I've never played. The only time that I've ever played SLY 2 was, like I said, in a demo for and it was in Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, I believe, and it was fun. There was times that I would actually go and just play the demo, or I would just turn on Ratchet and Clank to play the demo, and I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Now, as to why I never approached or I never got the game and played it by for myself, I don't know. I don't know why I never did. I think I probably felt like I got too old for it, and I was focusing more on mature games, or I just didn't have the money for it. I don't know. But I'm glad that I'm able to come back and play it now and give that first time experience, especially capturing it on live, giving you guys my honest reaction and feedback as I play. So I'm really excited to play this game. Again, SLY 1 was fun, and I hope that they, because obviously SLY 1 is the first game in the whole series, it was they gave out the best that they could give, but now they probably capitalized on the shit that they fucked up on in the first one. So I can only anticipate and only hope that this game is even better than the first. And I have heard testimonies of people saying that this is the best one of the series, but who knows? You know, I think a lot of people were trying to make that claim for the Jack series, but Jack 2 was arguably harder and worse than Jack 1, but it made it worse because what made it worse was because it was harder. And then in Jack 3, they toned it down. And in my opinion, Jack 3 was the best of all three. But we'll see with this one. SLY 2, I've heard a lot of good things about, so I'm really excited to play it. And yeah, guys, so let's just fucking get right into this shit. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is gonna be, oh, what the fuck? Hold up, guys. So this is gonna be SLY 2. The SLY 2 Band of Thieves for the PS2. Let's fucking go, guys. And before I get started, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I'm playing this on an emulator. If you're curious about any of the specs or how I'm doing this, the description, look at the description, everything's on there. Sly Cooper the Thief. But I'm also playing this the legal way, so I went out and purchased my own copy. I don't know anything about any illegal downloads, so. Press start button for the new game. Press select for the menu. Yeah, I always go to the menu first. Okay, so it looks like we got the same characters from the first one. We got SLY, Murray, Bentley, and then that fucking Spanish chick over there. I forget her fucking name. Catalina or some shit. I don't know. Vibration on. Off, yes. USB headset for PlayStation 2. What the fuck would I need a USB headset for in this game? It's weird. Effect volume, music volume, surround sound. No, we're on stereo, guys. Load game, new game.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
So this is crazy, guys, because this part of the game is exactly the demo part from Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. So this part I'm familiar with, but I didn't know that that the start of SLY 2 was the portion of the demo that they put in Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Because obviously in some cases they just get a random ass chapter, maybe mid game, you know, quarter of the way through, and they just slap it in as a demo. But it's pretty cool that they use the very beginning of the game and they use that as a demo. So controls, let's see what's up with the controls. Okay, that's it. All right, yeah, let's go. So this is his normal walk. It's him sprinting. All right. Oh fuck. Oh man, we're already dealing with fucking difficulties as far as the stupid emulator goes. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do, guys. I didn't want to have to play this on the fucking PS3. Oh, there's a guy up there. Fucking pig. How do I pull out my... What is that? Uppercut? How do I pull out my... There we go. How do I zoom in? There we go. There's just a fucking pig up there. Is there fucking brightness that I could bring up? No. Whatever. Museum of Natural History. So what is the plot here? What are we doing? God, I hope it doesn't fucking stay like this the whole time. Seems like it happens when I get the coins. Do not touch. Yeah, you see, guys? Seems like whenever there's fucking coins, that's when that happens. Okay, so there's a double jump. I think this is how I'm supposed to get up there. Yeah, because I can't obviously get through the front. Ah, you bitch. The brains.
Okay. Let's tap that security computer. The spotlights are offline. There goes the laser security system. I'm working on the security gate. Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous.
Why is he yelling?
I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
I don't get why the fuck you're yelling, man. Chill out. Making me nervous. Alright, yeah, so there's that. Oh yeah, there's some nasty ghosting that's going on. Yeah, guys, we'll see if it's tolerable. Then I'll keep playing, or if it stops, better yet. But if it's not tolerable and it just starts to annoy me, then I'll go ahead and transfer over to the...
Attention all guards, this is the network administrator. We're installing some new software into the security mainframe, so don't be alarmed if some systems get turned off for a while. Thank you. You're all doing a great job.
Okay, Murray. Or I mean Bentley. See, I'm glad they put little shits in like that. That's pretty funny. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, if I just start feeling like it's not tolerable as far as like all that weird glitchy shit that's going on, then I'll just play the PS3 version, which is the cloud-based one, I believe. Yeah, and as much as I hate playing cloud-based, I guess, you know, in those regards, then I'll go ahead and play it. Sucks because you can't just buy it. Hopefully it's just this level, man. Sometimes that's all it is. It's just like bad levels, but we'll see. And I got a level. I mean level. I got a health. Oh, that's fucked up. I see what you did there, SLY. Or the developers. That's fucked up. We'll wait till he comes back. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's some fucked up shit right there. I see what you guys did there. Uh-huh. You guys put a pig as a fucking security. I don't even think those guys can fucking hear me. I think they're just there to kind of scare me. Yeah, see, there's a health bar. So now, instead of getting horseshoes, and we're not one shot anymore, we actually have health bar. I wonder how well that's gonna work. Oh, is that the actual way out? Fuck that. I'm not done exploring. Or I think I might have to be done exploring. Okay, so this is where I came from. And there's Bentley still. Okay, can't go left, can't go straight, have to go right, can't go straight, can't go right, I have to go left, so it's over here. Yes.
According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Alright, so this is so random, guys. But I actually remember the very first time I heard the word rendezvous was in this game. I had no idea what the fuck it meant. And even after I played this portion of the game on the demo, I still had no idea what the fuck it meant. And I still might not know what it means. But that's the first time I ever heard that word being used was in this game. Okay, seems like the graphic glitches have hear themselves. Yeah, and the thing is, like, this is an open world, so if you fall, you die. I remember I always tried to run really fast right here to kill the pigeons, but obviously they're not meant to be killed. Alright, we're here at the rendezvous point.
Murray must have gotten lost along the way. Try pressing on ahead without him.
Why do they give me more health if I haven't had any fighting interactions yet? That's weird. Fuck. Alright.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't harmed by my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept at a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course. It is nothing before the Murray.
There's no way in hell that that's the same Murray from the first one. The one from the first one was more of a bitch. He was useless, and all he did was eat and shake his tummy around. This one, on the other hand, he seems a little bit more hardcore. This motherfucker just body slammed through the ceiling, through a glass ceiling, and almost killed SLY. This guy, keep this guy around, man. Give him a fucking raise, please. And we'll just let him hold that until I'm ready to pass.
Okay, all clear.
That'd be funny if I could hit him and he drops it. Hey, but so far so good, guys. This game has proven in this short amount of time, of which I remember playing this game as a kid. It's pretty cool. It's better than the first one, I can tell you that much. The first one wasn't crazy bad, but I also wasn't a huge fan of it.
Another barrier stands before you. Fear not, I shall bend it like the truth.
Holy shit.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
Yeah, Murray, you're crazy as fuck, man. Glad you're on our side. This motherfucker picked up a whole statue and threw it across to another building. This guy's fucking crazy.
I don't get it, SLY. The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me. It might not have been him, Comlita. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout as a favor to the Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts! SLY Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than SLY Cooper! After him!
Woman.
Hey, come back here, Ringtail.
What did she call me? Get back here. Did she just call me the R word? Of course.
Shake a leg, Murray. It's time
Oh
to
yeah,
go.
this is fucking hard to watch.
This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, well, this is where things get fun.
At least we gotta break some shit and take some shit. Come on, guys.
Hold still.
This is getting a little hot. You guys go warm up the van. I'll keep Carmelita busy.
You're all going to jail.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
Damn.
Stop, thief. Freeze.
Bro, the only thing that SLY is even... The only thing that SLY has ever stolen in his life has probably been your heart. Carmelita. Remember the first one when he kissed you?
Hey, come back here, Ringtail.
So what do the coins do in this game?
Stop, thief. Hold still.
I'm headed toward your position. Jumping fast so we can get out of here.
Freeze. I'll find you, Cooper.
Carmelita's
Damn.
just as angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. And that Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's our only lead on the missing Clockwork parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley, the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family I needed. 2 years ago, I thought I'd finished it. How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
What a hell of an intro. So... Okay, so what I was gonna say was that... So in the first one, we defeated, I think, like 3 or 4 bosses, 4 of them. And then we went on to fight that bird, of which we killed. But clearly at the end of it, he wasn't dead. So is this guy, does he have more paperwork or more pages out of the book? Because in the first one, we had completely put everything together, right? And now we have to find it again? Or, you know, I don't, like, why exactly is this guy coming back? Unless he's trying to steal the book from us. But watch a movie. Episode 1. Oh, that's pretty cool though. I just realized that was like the entire intro. So Oh, that's fucked up. That means I just played the intro on Ratchet and Clank, that demo. Whatever. It's enough to get you on though. The black shit too.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator. Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
Sly Cooper and the gang in the black shit too. I don't know how to pronounce that. So there is one thing that I did want to mention that I don't remember mentioning in the first playthrough when I did SLY 1, but the art style and the graphics in this game is like top notch. Maybe not all those fucking weird graphic glitches that this game is fucking getting. Oh yeah, that is fucking terrible. To sell loot? But yeah, the art style and the way that they went with this game in general, I feel like is also what kind of put it on the pedestal that it's at, because it's like a comic book. You know what I mean? As far as like the cutscenes and all that stuff, and then just the art in general, like even right now, it's pretty unique. Press X to sell loot and buy gadgets. Connecting to ThiefNet. Trigger bomb. Trigger bomb, the throwable bomb with remote detonation. You don't have enough points to buy this item yet. Fist of Flames. Turn ordinary punches into fiery ones. You don't have enough coins to buy this item. Smoke bomb. Obscure the vision of your enemies for a hasty getaway. You don't have enough. Okay, why do I keep reading the last one? I get it, I don't have enough. Damn it.
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocucom. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
Why can't you just give me the briefing right here, dude? Okay. So this is what I'm learned or just now learning about this game.
If you click the L3 button, press the left analog stick, I'll beam some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftops.
I don't know what the fuck that does. Okay, so what I'm learning is like this is a small open world place. Oh man, that just sucks because job help. Whatever. I wish there was a map, dude. Why do they always fail to include maps? Alright. But anyways, the reason I'm thinking this is like a small open world and why they try to do this the same way, like we got a
Fascinating. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Okay, so all of this, like I'm saying, guys, is like oh, it's all open world. Okay, so that's where I have to go. Yeah, that's where I have to go. But it's open world in the regards of like I have to go and find everything, like all the bottles and shit on my own. But are the bottles even useful in this game though? Can't even go in there. Nice frame drop. So you guys see what I mean? I'm over here trying to find all the fucking bottles and shit. Oh, I missed the bottle over there. Again, I don't know why they keep giving me that fucking health pack or whatever. I'm not fighting anybody. Alright. Oh, you bitch. Oh, there's a fucking thing right there. So that'll be the 5th bottle, right? Here. That's cool though, like it recognizes that you can get caught in like a small little glitched area portion and it'll break you out of it. Alright. Oh, I thought there was somebody coming, dude. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Damn. See, and now to some sort of an extent, you can get cops, and that's what that shit was right there, huh? Man, the fucking GTA effect was real for these games. Whose fucking cat is that, man? Halfway there. Yeah, this shit's gonna fucking take forever. Fuck you. I'll fight all these guys. I don't give a shit. Come on, bitch. Give me that hell now. I can fucking take it. How am I gonna get on that side? Oh. Bro, Bentley just gave me simple orders and I'm over here trying to find bottles and shit. 17 out of 30. Damn! Yeah, so much for being sly, right? Yeah, Sly isn't being so Sly-like. Sly's more of a fucking assassin right here. Bro, I could have hit under that table. But guess what? I ain't no fucking bitch. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the rendezvous spot. Or the debriefing location. You went for a fucking swim and drowned. Oh look, you see, watch. First person, that's funny.
Sly, I need you to hack into Dimitri's communication array so that we'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
So now I have to destroy the antennas? So it seems like they regenerate, or they respawn, I mean.
Projected holographic markers near interactive objects like this satellite dish. When you're near these markers, press the circle button to use the object. Great, the first one's in position. I've uploaded the next waypoint into your fast image. Remember, click the L3 button to locate your next objective. loud enough to alert any guards in the vicinity.
What the fuck is that supposed to do?
Nice work, Sly. I'm downloading from Dimitri's mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your
Home.
next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
What are we at? We're an hour. Alright guys, I honestly hate to do this, but the fact of the matter is, like, I care a lot about the quality of which I put out. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of frame drops and everything slowing down, and I'm also noticing the game itself, just like those weird color glitches, is kind of bothering me, and I don't want to continue to stream this way. So yeah, I'll just have to conclude this part, and either way, it is getting a little late on my end, and I honestly might, from here till maybe whenever I go to bed, I'm probably gonna just catch up to where I'm at right now. Maybe not so much with the bottles. Maybe I might have like one away from getting all the bottles, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on the PS4 right now, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to catch up all the way. So again, I apologize, but again, I'm doing this more for you guys and the viewers on YouTube, and well, the viewers on Twitch as well. I definitely want to give you guys the best quality that I can, and I don't want to just give you guys some half-assed emulator bullshit. So but I mean, it's the name of the game, especially when you play with emulators. Some of them play really well and some of them play like shit. So Pelix, I'm just gonna get off, my boy. Where the fuck were you? Just gonna get off. It's a little too late for me, man. The emulator isn't doing a good job with this game, so I'm gonna go get the cloud gaming started. What did I miss? Not too much, to be honest. I just started this new game. I beat the intro and like maybe a couple missions of the first mission, I guess, quote unquote. I don't know, the first world, I don't know. But yeah, just the emulator just not cutting it right now. That's the only thing. The emulator just, I mean, it's doable, but it's really bugging me. There's a lot of frame drops and there's a lot of weird like color distortion glitches that's going on. So I'm gonna go on the PS4. I'm gonna see if I could either buy it or have to do a subscription for cloud gaming, which I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately. I was doing something my bad, but damn. Now you're good. I mean, you're good. Either way, it's fucking late as shit, and you know that. But I do appreciate you stopping by. I do really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, again, to everybody watching at home, I do apologize. I promise in the future parts it will be a lot better. I just need to go into the PS4 right now and catch myself back up, and we'll resume this on Wednesday with part number 2. So yeah, guys, that's just how I'm gonna have to end it today, unfortunately. Next time for Slide 3, I'll make sure to I don't even know if I'll use the emulator from here on out, especially if I'm gonna do cloud gaming right now. I'll just do the rest of the games in cloud gaming, and then maybe start God of War on emulation, see if that works. I don't know. But yeah, guys, sorry about that. Until then, peace and chicken grease. Catch you guys in the next one. I hope everybody has a good night. Oh, and thank you to Felix for stopping by. I appreciate it.